Prince Andrew had got arrested this morning over his connection to the Jeffrey Epstein and the suspicion of misconduct in public office after Trump dropped the files.
So, okay, just conspiracy mindset here. Did he really get arrested?
He did.
Is he really gonna stay in jail?
He's out of jail
He's
already.
already out already.
Yeah, he got arrested, by the way, not for the stuff he did to the children. He got arrested for sharing documents with Epstein he wasn't supposed to share.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people don't realize that. It's a slap on the wrist. That's all he's going to get. He's not even going to probably spend serious time in prison, if any.
This is also the first time, at least in modern history, that a guy at that level was held accountable for
400
anything.
years. Yeah, 400
for
years.
anything. So
Since the world
this
got
again
corrupted.
shows you enemy year matters. This guy is a rat. He is going down in the horse year. And again, we said this before. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, born 1972. LeBron James, born 1984. You're gonna have problems this year.
I would say that arrest, in my opinion, just gave America's intelligence agencies the greatest alley-oop I've seen since I've been on Earth, because now all of those people that are in those lists or possibly even been around Epstein, they're wondering what could be pushed out and what could happen to them. Because at first it was like, okay, my name can get in, I could lose some money. Just seeing this one arrest, you know, at least they on a whole different wavelength. That could simply be a warning to everyone else. You better get your shit straight, or we'll make sure you be next. Because I feel like a lot of people right now on these next 2 years are going to be coming to Trump begging, because they've now seen an arrest. It ain't real till you see it. So anyone else that could have done anything or know they've done bad, I truly do believe we see more people submitting to Trump over the next 4 or 5 months because of this arrest.
Know who else is a rat? The King of England.
Ooh.
If you watch, by the way, when he got sworn in as the king, and you look at his eyes, you can see this flip in his eyes. It looks demonic. There's something demonic that is confirmed to be going on with the royal family. It is creepy, and it's very real. And one of the reasons why they're able to get so much wealth and power over such a long period of history is because of that. They're selling their souls to the devil, 100%.
Do you believe Harry was a part of it, or did he leave?
He's absolutely a part of it. Yeah.
So why did he leave?
He only kind of left because he didn't fit well with them. He didn't fit in. He didn't want to do the stuff. It was boring to do the ceremonies, and
So
I mean,
he left the royal family for.
he chose a woman over the stuff. I don't like Meghan Markle at all. She's one of the most conceited people. She walks around with a serious case of main character syndrome.
Yeah.
She's a B-rate actress on Suits.
That's it. She's done almost nothing in terms of accomplishments in her life besides marry one guy, and even that is only to a certain extent, because it looks like the relationship is going downhill. I have a feeling they're not going to stay together forever. Everyone can kind of sense that if you look at them. Maybe we could be wrong about that, but I don't think they will.
A couple years when Obama was president, he had a big problem with the royal family in England. Big problem. And there were rumors that he wanted to break up the royal family because the Queen embarrassed him. You know what I'm talking about. And one of the ways the Obamas did that was they took a B-rate actress from a sitcom called Suits and got her and Prince Harry to start having fun together, and they broke the family apart by doing that. There's rumors out there that Meghan Markle was a plant by Obama with the help of the Oprah.
And the connection is Netflix, by the way, that you can still see right now. Getting paid $100 million. The worst Netflix show I've ever seen. It wasn't even a behind-the-scenes look. They got almost no unique footage. It was mainly clips and interviews. A lot of it was already public and along those lines. And getting $100 million for that because of their connection.
There you go. That is money laundering. He said, I was thinking it. He said it. It was money laundering. Just like the mattress stores are money laundering. Just like Pokemon is money laundering. Let me tell you how slick these Chinese and Japanese are. They have a whole bunch of cards that are worthless. They print them out of thin air in Japan and China, and then they send them over here and extract millions and millions of dollars. This is money laundering at its finest. And to think about the criminality that's going on right now, that they go after kids playing cards. Gotta catch them all. And Skippy.
You know, also the most prestigious form of money laundering is art, selling of art. It's there's a secret to selling art that I think majority.
Charizard.
Yeah, that it's the majority of Americans. Well, not even America. I think majority of all of humans, they aren't aware of why art is priced so high and why it's actually so highly appraised of the elites. It's because art, you can, let's say I get a girl from Ethiopia and her parents sell her to me. I might name a piece of art, an heirloom, after her name. And the elites all know that heirloom represents that girl. And if I sell that heirloom for 2.3 million, no one bats an eye. Well, when an heirloom is sold on camera, on picture, I'm selling that piece of art. But in truth, when the doors are closed and at the end of the door, there's a little girl being shipped on a shipping container because I just purchased her for $2 million in front of the whole world.
They did that in D.C. with pizzas.
Yeah. So art itself is money laundering, but they're selling children under the guise of it being art.
Wow.
That's why elites in the art is so big, because a lot of the arts that's being sold for multiple millions of dollars, these are children. Tens of 20s, tens, hundreds of children that's being sold. And it's done through the elites because you can't dictate how much someone's art is worth. Nobody can tell you that it's a scam. I can sell a banana for $5 million. The government can't shut that down. That's the only system of money. The government can't dictate if it's truly worth that value. So it's perfect for if you were to sell kids with it, because I can just say, well, that's a banana. I chose to be important. I don't really have to make it make sense because it's art. So you can just easily sell art, and the true purchase behind that be given to the purchaser.
There is a limit on art, though. It's called NFTs. There's a limit there, man. I remember when Mark Cuban's tried to explain to me in detail why NFT is the next big thing. Like, Mark, man, stop trying to sell me a dream like you did with the Mavericks for all those years, like you did to Dirk Nowitzki. Mark Cuban ruined Dirk Nowitzki's career. Again, I don't want to turn this into a sports show, but just give me a second here. In 2011, when Dirk Nowitzki won the NBA championship, that was the greatest run in playoff history. In the first round, he beat Portland when Roy was in his prime, along with Aldridge. Those are two Hall of Famers, most likely. In the second round, he beat Kobe coming off a championship with Paul Gasol. Again, Kobe coming off a championship with Paul Gasol. In the third round, the Western Conference Finals, he took out KD, he took out Russell Westbrook, and he took out Harden. And then in the NBA Finals, he said, no, King, you're a fraud because we taking the title this year. He beat James, Wade, and Bosh. That was the greatest playoff run in NBA history. And this piece of garbage in Dallas, Mark Cuban, basically glass ceiling his ass to one championship. That is despicable. Especially as a white man, because when I saw that boy play, I'm like, that white people can dominate this game too. Yeah. Luka's a bum. Anyone can shoot 32% for three throw. Anyone can do that. Luka's a bum. Dirk Nowitzki was that.
Okay. We're down to this breaking news. So it's this actually got done right before we started our show. President Trump had announced that he directed the Department of War to release the files related to aliens and UFOs. Rep. Luna, Rep. Burchett started celebrating after the announcement. They are currently the two most credible members in Congress when it comes to UAPs, UFOs, and aliens. This comes after former President Obama leaked classified intel regarding the existence of alien life. The unfiltered truth is finally coming out. I feel like what's really interesting about this specifically is how President Obama hasn't been president for a very long time, never made a slip up. I don't think that was an unintentional slip up. I think that at that level, when it's time to have disclosure for the mass populations, that two former presidents can talk to each other behind the scenes, say, hey, I'm going to make it seem like I f***ed up. Give me some back, like give me a hard time. That way you can lead the narrative to that, because Obama say that alien life exists, but he never seen it. Well, Trump went ahead and said that's classified. It wouldn't be classified if it wasn't real. So Trump's telling the American people aliens are real, but Trump can't legally tell you that. Obama could, because he's no longer president, but he never actually said it. He said he never saw him. So Trump simply saying it's classified. He just intentionally told, like that's why they call him a 4D chess man. Trump unintentionally told the American public alien exists, but more so than that, now he's saying that he's going to reveal to the American public aliens are ready. The reason being, because when Trump do that, he want to see how the people react. Are they truly ready for this information? Yeah. Seeing how the American public acted. I mean, we've done this many times. I mean, well, he's done this many times, like testing the American public, sending stuff out there, seeing if they're ready. And depending on how they react, depends on how much truth you can get after. And what's most important about this is a lot of people saying it's coming out at the time of the Epstein files. It must be a distraction. there's a good chance. I mean, what if, just what if, and I'm gonna put on a conspiracy theory hat. What if this is linked to the Epstein files, and the aliens that they might reveal are the ones that's allegedly eating children? Like, what if it would make sense that this is when they reveal it, and this is why?
That's deep, bro.
I mean, none of this stuff would happen. They would say it's a distraction. I don't believe it's a distraction because these are releasing it.
What if the aliens told the world leaders to eat it?
Because that's what it's all linked.
Sacrifice in their own scheme.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, bro.
Let me tell you what happens if this is credible information and aliens are actually real and the world finds out. Number one, all the religions in the world collapse. Islam, Christianity, Judaism, that belief system is gone because that is the number one thing that would happen. Number two, a lot of economies around the world will crash. And what would happen is at some point there will be a one world government that picks up all the pieces. That is exact. Now, my greatest fear if something like this happens is, maybe you can go into this a little bit more into detail, is there's something called Project Bluebeam. And Project Bluebeam is something that a lot of people in this space have heard of for a while, but basically, to put in Cliff Notes version, they're gonna have a face of Jesus or Allah, or I know it's supposed to put pictures of him, Muhammad, whatever.
Come down.
There's gonna be faces of deities in the sky, telling them that I have been resurrected, and if that happens, I do believe that majority of the people in the world will start following it. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
As a Christian, I believe Jesus Christ is going to come back one day. I believe Jesus Christ died for our sins. I believe those things wholeheartedly. I don't think there's anything that could ever stop me from believing that. And it is definitely terrifying, though, the whole Project Bluebeam stuff, because that's very real. They have multiple types of technology that can already do it, that can make it look realistic, that can trick people into thinking they saw things. It's all about mind manipulation and trying to use things that are close to people's hearts to get them to fall into a certain pattern. I mean, we can go into more details on it.
If you see Jesus in the sky, are you going to start praying to him?
If I really see Jesus in the sky, yes, I would.
How are you going to know the difference if it's Project Bluebeam?
You'll know. You'll know. When Jesus comes back, you'll know.
Yeah, the world actually ends when he do actually come down.
Okay, so when he's supposedly getting resurrected, are we going to get flooded, or is it going to be a ball of fire?
Fire.
Well, it's going to be fire, but
all right, burn.
But just out to the point here. Look at it from the secular standpoint. They don't know the Bible. They don't understand how things work. Oh, he's in the sky? It must be him. So on that principle alone, they're going to fall for it. Now, as a Christian that knows better than that, you may not be fooled as easily, but masses will be fooled for sure. So
then you guys who are against it will become the heretics.
Yeah, and then you become public enemy number one. Mm-hmm. Get him out of here.
The guy in Africa that built Noah's Ark and pretended to be
another scammer.
That was pretty crazy. I mean, a lot of people fell for it too.
I mean, good scam.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he pulled it off pretty well to the point that people were still believing him even after it didn't happen. There's always an excuse. Oh, well, it didn't happen because, but I'm still right. But yeah, it's remarkable how well people can be tricked.
There's a system in numerology called gematria. Some people call it letterology. And when I look at the word alien, if you take the A and the N off in the back end of the word, you have the word lie. When you take the Bible, you have the word lie within it too. So to me, the Quran, the Torah, all this stuff is, this is nothing more than Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy for grown-ups. Just like casino is video games for adults. It is absolutely no different to me in any way whatsoever. I mean, it is what it is. That's what a casino is. That's what a slot machine is. It's a video game for an adult.
That's a good point, actually. Got
it. That they want to with the lights and everything like that. I am a full believer this is a virtual reality, and when people start accepting that, they'll become more pragmatic people.